trader or a swing trader or a scalper or even a position trader, I might be wondering how traders are consistently making profit in the market on a consistent basis. There is not magic, it's not luck. There's actually something that they are doing that you're not doing. I always make this comment in my video that I always go to do a research, and when I find out what works for me, I come and share with you guys. Now there's something that you're not doing. I was in that boat also. I was actually trading, and today I will make profit. Tomorrow the market will stop me out and take out the profit that I even made for yesterday, including the one I made for last week. And that was how I was just 1 minute I'm in profit and the next minute I'm in losses. There is something I was not doing. And I noticed some other traders also are also ignorant of that fact, that trading is not magic. I said this one time ago in some of my video that success is actually a repetition of routine. Now, what do I mean by that? If you are doing something and you're succeeding in it, you should keep doing that thing. Now, if you're doing something else and you're failing in that thing that you're doing, that means you should avoid it. Now, I'm going to be talking about what trading journal is. I want you to stick with this video to the end, as I'm going to be explaining in a detailed information on how to use a trading journal. I didn't know what trading journal is, but in case you're new like me also, you don't know what trading journal is, let me explain. Trading journal is you documenting your trade entries, the date, your analysis, your catalogs of whatever you are doing in the market, why your reason for entry, why did you enter the trade. I'm going to be explaining all, and also I'm going to be giving a PDF file that you can use as your trading journal. Also, it's downloadable. It's in a PDF form. You can download it also. So I'm going to be leaving a link in my comment section. You can actually send the link to me directly and chat me up, and I will give you access to that PDF file also. So let's dive into the main course of this video. Now let's take for an example, a trade comes up in my favor and I want to enter this zone here. Yeah, let's just say I want to enter somewhere here, this zone here. Sorry, let me get this out. Okay, let's not forget there's a beginner training going on. If you want to be part of this, beginners also, you want to get more information about trading, you're free also to send me a message in the comment section. Now let's take an example. You enter the trade here. Now ask yourself a simple question: why am I entering this trade here? Why am I entering this trade here? This zone here. Why did you enter? Now the reason why you entered is going to be enabling you to document your trade and check out those things that make you win in the market and avoid the ones that make you lose. Okay, now for the sake of this video, I'm going to be diving right in to the trading journal. This is the reason why I created this video. So we're going to be moving right in to the trading journal, which is very, very important. Okay, like I said, it's in a PDF format. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think I downloaded the stuff. Okay, this is it. Now let's take an example. The date you want to place a trade, like we give an example in the enter the trade. Now you come here and document your trade, your date. You document the date. When did you enter the trade? The date you entered the trade, and now the trade time. When did the trade start playing out? You equally document it. And also another thing you need to document is the instrument. Now this instrument talks about the particular currency you're trading. You're trading Euro USD, you have to document it here as Euro USD. Now another important thing is the documentation of what? Of the trade. Documentation of what? Of the trade. Sorry. Now let's say opening price. This is the opening price of the trade. Now let's say euro USD was at 1.12345 or whatever. You can document it here. You document it here. It gives you the full picture of when you are trading. Now this shouldn't be taken carnally, or it shouldn't be taken, let's say, um ignorantly, or maybe you're not serious about it. This is you being honest. Now why are you being honest? Because you want to be able to identify what is working for you, and track out what is not working for you. Now the next one is profit target, where you wish to exit the trade when the market move in your favor. Your take profit, you have to document it here also, which is your target. Your take profit or target. The next one is your stop loss. Now you have to put your what stop loss also, where you wish to what exit the trade. Now take for an example, why are you putting a stop loss? Take for an example, the market move in your favor and actually came back to stop you out. Now you should be also mindful of one thing. Why did the market stop you out? Now I've learned one thing in the forex market, and that thing is to always blame myself whenever things go wrong. Now that way is because why I choose that way is because you can be able to fix yourself, but you can't fix the market. Don't forget, the market is owned by the big money players. They control the market. You can't control them. You can able to what control yourself. Now, okay, they stopped you at this particular zone. What should you be doing? Go and find out the problem. What happened that they stopped you at? If you can't be able to figure it out, it's better you send it up to your mentor. Screenshot your trade. I always tell my beginners to always do something, and that thing is, please don't screenshot your profits. Nobody is after your profits. Screenshot what happened in the market that make you make that profit. Screenshot what happened in the market that make you got that goal. If you're able to screenshot it and other person see what happened, you can actually be what someone pointing the direction for someone to succeed, or actually for you to your mentor to see it and say, okay, this is what you did wrong, this is why you were stopped out. And that way you are able to what grow. Growth comes over time. You cannot grow with profits, screenshotting profits. No, what you will grow with is your setup. Now why am I saying screenshotting your setup? I actually placed the trade some time ago when I was a beginner, and I went back and I was just smiling and laughing. Like, was it me that did this kind of rubbish? Like, I did rubbish. I did stupid stuff. And the reason I can call it stupid stuff is because I noticed I'm growing. But had it been I was not having any stupid stuff like that, there wouldn't have been any stupid stuff for me to record. If there was profit and I was able to record the profit, let's say in the next 2 years, 3 years, and I go back, will I be looking at the profit? The profit is no longer there, but the setup can actually replay again. So my focus is the setup. My focus is what happened in the market that make me what got the profit, not what the profit gave to me. Because why? If you're having $2,000 today, the market move in your favor, and you screenshot your $2,000, and you actually come back 5 days later or 10 days later, will you be looking at the profit? Whoa, you have already used the money, or you have used the money to invest in something else. But if you screenshot the setup or what happened in the market, if that similar thing happens again, don't forget, as technical analysis and analysts will believe that the market, once it's is a repetition of what happens before. Let's say history will always repeat itself. That is what technical analysis believe on. Like what I believe that history always what repeating itself, because that's the reason why I go back to back text and check what has happened before, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and I believe it's definitely going to repeat itself again in the future. So when I see that kind of stuff repeat itself again, I become profitable over time. Okay, so let's move on. The next one is exit the trade. Now you have to write out the particular zone where you exited the trade, the particular price, current price where you exit the trade, or maybe the market move in your favor. Let me explain this exit trade, why it's different from stop loss. Stop loss is when you place a target and you enter the market at a particular price, and the market moved in your favor. After some time it came and stopped you out, or the market went in your favor and actually hit your take profit, which your target. That's fine. Then exit this trade is different from stop loss. Now let's take for an example, you place a trade and the market was moving in your favor. and you decided to close some partials, and after closing some partials you got to find out that the market was going to reverse against you because you had a wrong entry. You can actually exit the trade and write out where you exited the trade from. This zone now you are able to what you have to document why you exited the trade, so in case anything of such plays out in the future again, you can know how to what go about it. Okay, the next one is exit time. Now, why timing is very important. Let me tell you a secret. For those in Nigeria, I actually place a trade. I like placing trade. I noticed the market move in my target, or should I say, the market moves in the certain goal. How do I say this now? The market move actually the volatility on the market on Fridays is always high because why? The market is actually about to close for the week. You might be saying I hate Mondays. Somebody say I hate Mondays, but I don't hate Mondays. I use Mondays to do something else aside from forest. Now I'll tell you what I mean is on Mondays the market is actually trying to come into shape because that's the beginning of the week. Now things start falling in place from Tuesday. Things start falling in place from Tuesday. Wednesday you can get a good setup. Thursday you can be your target can be hit depending on the market movement, and on Fridays the market actually goes in your favor because the volatility is always very high and there's always news. So I advise folks that if you're trading on Friday, you have to be what? Calculating two things. One, the news and the volatility. You have to be conscious about it. Now, if you're a type of trader that use broke firms, or you're not a demo trader, even if you're a demo trader, you'll notice that brokers or pro firms actually send you a message of volatility on Fridays because news are always released on Fridays, most especially. But Mondays are actually what boring. Now I choose to use Monday else to do something else. I think I blew most of my accounts on Monday while I was a beginner trader. Yeah, I blew most of my accounts on Mondays because I was forcing the market to go in my favor. That was revenge trade, trying to make out the profit from what you lost the last time. But it got me time to understand how this thing works. And I got to be what patient. I decided to say, okay, Mondays I'm going to be checking the market and map out my setups. Then I'm going to be busy else with doing something like coming to YouTube and planning what to share with you guys for the week, and also writing a book, and also engage in other activities like planning my setup, going to review my strategy. Let me quickly say this. This is a secret. Please, whenever you come to the market and you find out that the market is not giving you a particular direction, please, that is an opportunity for you to go back to this your journal and check what is working for you. Check what is working for you. Check what is working for you and avoid the ones that are not working for you. Check where you were patient, check what happened, and check how it played out. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, the next one is closing price. Closing price. Now, this closing price here, it's you closing the market at that initial price when the market moved in your favor. That means you did not exit the trade. Now, let me tell you one secret. Remember the other one we talked about, target price. Now, when you place a trade and the market moves to your destined direction, desired direction actually in your favor, and you got the trade that you were looking for, it is cool, it is fine. Now, the next thing you should be doing is if the market, your opening price and your closing price, sorry, are the same, what you have to do is to make sure that the you are actually winning in that trade. Let's say you open a trade in a particular current market price and the market moved in your favor and hit your target. Now your take profit and your closing price are the same. Now that's a good trade. That is going to be encouraging you in the market. Okay. Now your next one you want to be conscious about is long or short. Is the market a buy? Remember I told my beginners trader in the mentorship training. I said when we buy, we actually go long. Yeah. When we buy, we are saying we want to go bullish, and when we sell, we're going short. So you can just come up on the news and you see where they said Euro USD is actually long. Yeah, we should go long or we should go short. It all depends. Short means to sell, while long means to what? To buy. Now stake in euro. How much are you taking for the trade? How much are you taking for the trade? Capital risk. This is very important. Let me just map this out. Now I say this. I used to say this in my videos that it is always cool to risk 0.1% or 1% of your trading initial capital. Let's say you are having $1,000, you should be risking 1% of that what account or in a single trade. And now I noticed something. Someone might be saying I'm risking 1%, yeah, of my lot size, but your stop loss is far off. Have you calculated your stop loss? It might be 2% of where you entered the market from. So you should be what? Calculative also. Now, capital rewarded. How much did you get from the whole initial trade that was closed out? Let's check the capital. How much did you get? Profit loss. Is it a profit or is it a loss? Here, profit, how much or loss. Accumulated profit or loss, you have to document it also. And I'm going to somewhere. There's something I need to be aware of. Yeah, is it return on capital? How much did you make from the trade? How much did you risk? Average profit, average loss, number of winners. Now, is the trade a win? You have to write win here. If it is a loss, you have to write loss here and go back to find out what made you win and what made you lose. In the trade, the next one is number of losses. Yeah, number of losses, win rate, expectancy, break even percent required. Now, this break even talks about, let's say you place a trade of a $1,000 account and the market moves and give you $3,000, which is 30 pips. Now, what you should be doing is break even. Or for me, I break even for 5% from 5 times my reward. Let's say I get 1,000 and I'm getting $5,000. What I do, I break even and I close 99%, allow 1% to run while I'm able to manage my what emotions while my trade is what playing out. For this break even, I'm going to be releasing the video sometime in the future, and it will enable you to what, get a good edge to know what we're talking about. Okay, the next one, it's, yeah, your reason for entry. Yeah, reason for exit. Yeah, I talked about this earlier on. Why did you enter the trade? Here, you have to document it. Now, reason for exit. Why did you exit the trade? What happened? Because you actually placed the trade yourself. What happened? Was it actually because of what you saw, a bullish candle moving, and you decided to enter into the trade? You have to be sincere and say the truth. Write it down, because it is that thing that will enable you to what? Keep repeating it. That thing that's making you do what makes you succeed or what makes you lost in the market. The next one is comment. Now, this is where your strategy comes in. Now, take note, please. Let me quickly say this in case I forgot to say it. Please, all of this journal, it's actually relevant when you have a strategy that you're using. But in case you don't have a strategy, I already made a video available, trend trading strategy. I'm a trend trader, and if you're interested in that video, you can watch. I'm going to be leaving in the comment section and also in the description. You can actually gain access to that video. And in case you're like, Sammy, I like your setup and I really like to know more, I'm open for mentorship. You can let me know. Thank you very much.